Okay, Ridly Greig.
I'll do it. Just
Rash is going to look it up, but it was a slap shot. We all saw it. You've heard all the discourse, all on Twitter, all on the AM radio, all at the water cooler, all at the bail bonds office, wherever it is you talk about hockey. And he comes up on a breakaway to ice the win for the Ottawa Senators, blasts a 73-mile-an-hour slap shot, and gives them the W. And Morgan Rielly
it's a premium feature now. Lame.
Let's go first name Ridley. Ridley blasts
Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott, director of Alien and Gladiator. Shot the bucket to the...
Do you want me to start with my thoughts on this?
Yeah, I have one thought on it. I have one thought, and then you can go into it.
Sure, you go ahead.
Okay. If you don't want that to happen, beat them. If you don't want a team to slap the puck into the net, like into an empty net, don't be upset on how they choose to celebrate and how they choose to do that. Don't go and cross-check them into their head, into their face. If you're upset, you're upset. Well, they beat you. In the NBA, there's a crazy odd thing in the NBA. There's a respect to someone beating you. It's like, man, this guy cooked me.
Yeah.
And that's literally Kobe. Kobe would go and cook people, fucking like go and just be like, hey man, like there's the infamous. Sorry, I'm going on a rant. There's the infamous. Oh God, what's his name? Basketball player. It's not Imam Shumpert. Maybe it is. But he talks about, oh man, I locked up Kobe. It was great. I'm in the Garden. I'm great. I'm playing for the next. And then Kobe came to me in the start of the fourth quarter, and he's like, you had a great game. And he's like, there's still 12 minutes left. And Kobe proceeds to he's like, he grabs the ball, throws it off the backboard, backed into his hands, throws it back to Pau Gasol. I'm like, yo, what are you on? So that's all.
I look at hockey as a microcosm of life. What Ridly Greig did, I don't have any problem with it, but I also know that there are people that would have a problem with it in the heat of the moment in a game against a division rival in their in this Battle of Ontario. So I completely get that I would be pissed off by it. If I was Morgan Rielly, I probably would have dropped the gloves and mauled him.
Just get into it. Just push him and be like, "Yo, we're fighting now."
Yeah, we are fighting now, and stand up for your team, stand up for your fan base, and do something about it. When
Where was Ryan Reeves? When
you use your stick as a weapon, you're an idiot, and that's just wimpy stuff.
Yep. Agreed.
Acknowledge if you're going to do something to rattle cages and poke bears, that bears might get upset and cages might get turned up. So it's funny that everybody kind of said the same thing on the Leafs side. Everybody said the same thing on the Senators side. And if this was a complete role reversal, the same comments would be said. What my biggest gripe is the argument that this should not take place in hockey.
Yeah.
There is so much emotion, and it is such a fast, intense game to assume that these robotic players, which they are, could somehow act and operate without emotion, positive or negative, is just asinine. And it's like, don't debate something that you put in a vacuum and get flabbergasted by the results that happen.
Yep.
It's just so dumb. You need to have that context of what has happened, why it's happened. We don't need you to say this guy was right and this was wrong, because in this situation it's playground etiquette. They're both wrong. They're both idiots. One was a bit more wrong, but Jesus, there are consequences for your actions. There's no justification for what Morgan Rielly did, and there's no you don't scold Ridley for what he did. It's just there are responses that will happen.
Yeah, I didn't find it to be so egregious. Like, if that were to happen to, the Canucks, that would probably piss me off.
Yeah.
But I don't think my reaction would be, hey, I really think Dakota Joshua should go and cross-check him into the face. Go and call him out on it. Like, have a scrum.
We need to do something about it.
Have a scrum about it.
Yeah.
But don't cross-check him into the face.
Have some guts.
It's really simple. That's it. And my argument, well said, Ryan, on all your points. Honestly, like, did pretty much exactly what I think. But it's also, if you're upset about that happening,
Mm-hmm.
don't put yourself in a position to have that happen. If
Mm-hmm.
you have an empty net, defend your empty net better. Don't be like, sorry, you lost. We all lose. You have
Yeah.
to, yeah, there's a graciousness in losing and standing up for yourself, but kind of a little bit of a weak move by Morgan. I'll say
Yep.
that.
I'll give you that.